This is it. This is where it all pays off. It takes everything you've got. It's emotional. This head game is unlike any other. That's because this event isn't like any other. It's a family affair. And in the end, dreams do come true. Hello, I'm J.J. Davis, and welcome to this very special edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. Here, from the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, the 97th annual Iowa High School State Wrestling Tournament is ready to rock. Now, Council Bluffs schools are sending 14 to this field of dreams. And for some, those dreams are about to come true. And for others, it's a wake-up call. It's always a very colorful sight. The best of the best just moments away from the start of something big. 113-pounders Lewis Central's Quade Workland goes for the pin. James Edwards from Johnston right back. Edwards sends Workland to the loser's bracket with a 9-7 win. The Titans' Tanner Higgins on his back at 120. TJ Cole from Bettendorf takes it by majority decision 13-3. A couple of ranked wrestlers battle at 138. Number 6, Gabe Kelgard, looking to escape 5th-ranked Nate Feldman from Dubuque Hempstead. That's one, and then pops his head out for 2. Kelgard does his homework with an impressive 3-zip whitewash.
We had watched video with him. We had practiced certain moves for that guy, and it just we executed the plan.
Caleb Kingery executes a quick escape at 152. 1-1 match in overtime, and 7th-ranked Joe Nicholson from West Des Moines Valley escapes with a gut-wrenching 3-1 win. 160, LC's Max Southern. A takedown machine. The 2nd-ranked Titan shuts out Dorian Franklin from Fort Dodge, 8-0.
I was very happy. I mean, I haven't done that. I went 0-2 last year, so this was a big win for me, and I'm just going to keep chipping away.
Dallas Volentine on the bottom chips away at 170. Escape. That's one. How about some more back points? Volentine edges Anthony Stock from Davenport West, 6-4.
It's not that big, or it doesn't feel like it. It feels like the Mid-America Center all over again. So all the nerves are out, and I'm ready to keep going.
And finally, at 182, Lewis Central's Cameron Moore gets taken down by 8th-ranked Gabe Christensen from Southeast Polk. More is less, losing 9-2.
By the dawn's
August Mans and Thomas Jefferson get the day started at 106. 2nd-ranked Nick Oldham from WDM Valley sticks Anthony Humble in the 2nd period. 120, the Yellow Jackets' Anthony Watts takes down number 8 Eli Floyd from Pleasant Valley. Watts walks off after pinning Floyd in 44 seconds.
Feels pretty good because I was thinking positive, knowing I was going to beat him, and looking forward to tomorrow.
Forward to 126. 2nd-ranked McGuire Midkiff makes quick work of his opponent from DM North. Midkiff with a first period pin.
He fought hard for that first minute and a half or so it's pretty tough to get that first takedown, and once I got it, I decided to go for the pin.
And speaking of pin, Cesar Salazar pinned in 53 seconds at 132, and at 195, Cameron Baker here gets baked in a minute 41. Rounding out Class 3A, 145, Lanny Herzog from Abraham Lincoln. Pinned by number 5 Drew Sams from Oskaloosa in the 2nd period. Moving to Class 1A and the Lone Wolf from St. Albert, 195-pounder Eli Finn. Single leg takedown against 8th-ranked Quentin Castile from Moravia. Eli gets one more for good measure. Finn with the 3-1 win.
Goal is to get on the podium any way possible. I was expecting that tough of a first match, but had to work for it, and hoping to keep working hard throughout the rest of the tournament.
Eli wins his next match in the tournament. The senior guaranteed a spot on the podium. So 14 go to the well here at the well. 6 still alive in the winner's bracket. The old 3-2-1. 3 from Lewis Central, 2 from Thomas Jefferson, and the only one from St. Albert.
Higgins, Lewis Central, Brown.
3A first round consolations, 106-pounders. TJ's Anthony Humple pins Cullen Shriver from Mason City in the second period.
Feels good because last year I didn't place. I didn't get a medal stand, and this year my goal is to get on a medal stand.
113. Nathaniel Shoemaker from Atumore pins Quade Workland from Lewis Central. The Titans' Tanner Higgins looking for some back points against Bradley Brown from Storm Lake. The freshman outguts the sophomore 7-4.
It's pretty good. It just to prove that I'm here to actually do something. I just didn't get here by luck.
Cesar Salazar from Thomas Jefferson needs a little luck. At 132, Cade Moss from Johnston with the first period pin. Same deal at 145. Abraham Lincoln's Lanny Herzog pinned by Preston Terry from Burlington. Caleb Kingery from LC taken down at 152. Senior Reese Hageman from Marshalltown sends the sophomore home winning 5-2. 182, Lewis Central's Cameron Moore, pinned by Brandon Tessau from Waukee. And wrapping things up at 195, the Yellow Jackets' Cameron Baker almost pins Reese Boland from Indianola. The sophomore gets his first win at state, winning by majority decision, 15-6.
Well, I wrestled that kid at Riverdale a couple weeks ago, and he kind of beat me, but I wasn't feeling 100%, but today I really thought I'd go at it, and I'm glad I came out to win.
Cameron Baker from TJ lives to fight another day. And so after day one, here's what it looks like. 6 guys still alive for the gold, including 3 from LC, 2 from TJ, and the Finn man from St. Albert. 3 more, gotta do it the hard way. Higgins, Humple, and Baker. 2, and they're through. 5 guys, including Lanny for the second year in a row. Will someone make the finals for the second year in a row? That's the question. Up next, moving day at the well when we come back. State Wrestling Tournament coverage brought to you in part by Homes by Premier, a proud supporter of wrestling throughout Southwest Iowa. Don't take down building a home until you've talked with Scott Porter and Homes by Premier. And by GM's Works, serving clients for over 90 years to meet their needs for natural stone countertops and fireplaces. And by Jimmy Waters at Third Degree Screening, a local company with national reach providing comprehensive background check and drug testing products and services. And by Jonesy's Corner, on the corner of 28th and West Broadway. And their slogan, the best in the Midwest. And by the Cobra Optimus Wrestling Club. More information at cbcobrawrestling.org. And by Holiday Van and Storage, a full-service moving company proudly serving the Omaha and Council Bluffs areas. For a stress-free move, 402-734-3834. And by the CB Wrestling Classic, 40 teams, 5 states, and 2 days at the MAC, the 5th annual event scheduled for December 8th and 9th. And by Jonesy's Appliance, Sales, Services, and Parts for used appliances. They'll also deliver 712-256-1210. Day 2 here at the State Wrestling Tournament. I call it Make It or Break It Day. State quarterfinals and semifinals. Only the chosen few advance to the championship round. First up, the Class 3A quarterfinals. Top-ranked and unbeaten Brody Teskey from Fort Dodge makes quick work of TJ's Anthony Watts at 120. Takes the two-timer just 38 seconds. The Yellow Jackets' McGuire Midkiff walks off a winner at 126. Spencer Hutchinson from West Des Moines Valley can't continue due to injury.
He limped out there and then, just took the medical forfeit. So nothing I can really do about it except move on and get ready for the semifinals.
LC's Gabe Kelgard ready for his match.
Good now, I'm just gonna focus.
138, number 1 Tristan Lara from Fort Dodge, just too good. Wins by technical fall, 19-2. The Titans' Max Southard, second ranked at 160, scores a 10-3 win over Ryan Lloyd from Pleasant Valley.
It feels amazing coming back from last year 0-2. I'm going to keep going and hopefully on the top.
170. Lewis Central's Dallas Volentine on the bottom. Number 7, Bryce Pilcher from Cedar Falls sticks Volentine in the second period. Class 1A quarterfinals, 195. Eli Finn from St. Albert pinned by second-ranked Hunter Hagan from West Hancock in the third period. Eli heads to the other side of the bracket. Class 3A second-round consolations. Winners guaranteed a spot on the podium. Not so at 106 for Anthony Humpel from TJ. 8th-ranked Hans von Ravenau, I-City West, third period pin. 120, number 3 Joe Pins from Dubuque Hempstead does everything but pin Lewis Central's Tanner Higgins, the sophomore over the freshman by tech fault, 19-3. Also at 120, Thomas Jefferson's Anthony Watts goes 0-2 on the day. Alex Aguirre from I-City West sends the senior home with a 10-3 win. Gabe Kelgard gets another shot at 138. The junior, a number of back points, and Kelgard by majority decision 15-2 over Matt Conley from Dubuque Senior. Gabe makes the top 8.
I knew that first one was going to be tough. I still planned for it, didn't go how I planned, so just moved to the next one, didn't let it get to me.
The Titans' Dallas Volentine not letting it get to him at 170. Joey Mitchell from Ottumwa with the takedown. Mitchell ends Volentine's season taking it 5-1. And finally, TJ head coach August Manns lending support for his 195-pound sophomore Cameron Baker, but Sam Serrano from Davenport Central with the cradle. And it's enough. The senior sends Cameron home, winning 3-1. Class 1A second-round consolations. Eli Finn from St. Albert just gets planted by 7th-ranked Wes Geisler from Hudson in the second period. So after a promising first-round win, Eli heads back up the hill after going winless on Friday. It's time for some lunch. Now, what a morning session. The state wrestling tournament says good night to a number of guys from Council Bluffs. In fact, when the dust settles and the clouds clear, there's only 3 guys remaining standing, 2 in the Final Four. He's been here before. 126-pounder McGuire Midkiff and Thomas Jefferson, one more mountain to climb. First period against Damon Lochner from Fort Dodge. The senior never looks back. Midkiff is off to the finals for a second year in a row, winning 7-3.
A lot of excitement, but I think my problem last year is I came in a little too excited about just being in the finals. So, I'll go ahead and be happy for a little bit, but I got to refocus now. I got a tough one tomorrow. 160-pound semi. Number 2 Mac Southern escapes 4th-ranked Mac Culver from C.R. Jefferson. Tied at 1 in the third period. And then the senior with the trip. The Titans' Mac Southern will wrestle for a state championship after a gritty 3-2 win.
Well, after that time ran out, it felt great. Nothing, haven't felt anything like it before, and it's just great to be here.
One more for TJ's McGuire Midkiff and LC's Mac Southern. He's the only one standing in the Class 3A third-round consolations, 138-pounder Gabe Kelgard from Lewis Central. The 6th-ranked junior comes around and outpoints number 7 Mason Mars from Bettendorf 10-5.
He was a lefty, which sometimes I have trouble with, but I just knew that I had to keep head position the entire time and just wrestle my match, not let him control the match, and that's what I did.
And Gabe will do it again Saturday in the consolation semifinals. 2 more Titans are heading home after day 2. Tanner and Dallas, the 2 Anthonys, and Cameron from Thomas Jefferson. And after a promising start, Eli loses his next 2. Now the coach's son still alive on the backside, and 2 for the top spot. Midkiff for the second year in a row, and the animal, Mac from Lewis Central. And that's not all. The second season underway in girls high school basketball. The wrestling season about to end as well. All's well for another state title after the break. State Wrestling Tournament coverage brought to you in part by Homes by Premier, a proud supporter of wrestling throughout Southwest Iowa. Don't take down building a home until you've talked with Scott Porter and Homes by Premier. And by GM's Works, serving clients for over 90 years to meet their needs for natural stone countertops and fireplaces. And by Jimmy Waters at Third Degree Screening, a local company with national reach providing comprehensive background check and drug testing products and services. And by Jonesy's Corner, on the corner of 28th and West Broadway. And their slogan, the best in the Midwest. And by the Cobra Optimus Wrestling Club. More information at cbcobrawrestling.org. And by Holiday Van and Storage, a full-service moving company proudly serving the Omaha and Council Bluffs areas. For a stress-free move, 402-734-3834. And by the CB Wrestling Classic, 40 teams, 5 states, and 2 days at the MAC, the 5th annual event scheduled for December 8th and 9th. And by Jonesy's Appliance, Sales, Services, and Parts for used appliances. They'll also deliver 712-256-1210. Championship Saturday here at the State Wrestling Tournament. And as you can see, the media room not exactly filling up. Music is in the air, and why not? This morning, consolation semis and finals. And then, of course, the big one tonight. Lewis Central's 138-pounder Gabe Kelgard, the lone survivor in the consolation semifinals. Kelgard sticks DeVille Dentis from Des Moines East in the second period, so it's off to the finals for the third and fourth place match. Third-ranked Harlan Steffensmeyer from Fort Madison with the takedown. How about some back points as well? Steffensmeyer ties up the Titan 10-2.
Last year, I placed, but just barely by the skin of my teeth, won a couple matches by 1 point. This year, I increased the margin. I really dominated some kids, and I felt good about this tournament.
And he should. Gabe Kelgard, 8th last year at 126, finishes 4th this time around at 138. That's my boy. Getting ready for the big night. Now, we started with 14 from Council Bluffs. It's now down to 2. McGuire Midkiff from Thomas Jefferson and Max Southard from Lewis Central. Of course, Midkiff's been here before, try last year. And for Southard, it's his first time. Now, both have different stories, but both hoping for the same old ending.
The TNT Twins from Lewis Central, Travis and Trent Paulson.
Combined, they won 5 state titles. Former Lewis Central studs Travis and Trent Paulson inducted into the High School Wrestling Hall of Fame. And then it's time. Class 3A 126-pound final. Second-ranked McGuire Midkiff from TJ against number 1 Adam Brown from Southeast Polk. Third period, Midkiff escapes, and it's tied up. Now, all eyes on this match as it heads into overtime. Brown whips the Yellow Jacket down, but can't finish it. Midkiff with the trip keeps the Ram from the escape. Now just seconds left, second tiebreaker. If Midkiff pops his head out, the senior gets to and wins the state championship. He does it with 1 second left. Thomas Jefferson's McGuire Midkiff wins the state title in a finish for the ages.
I mean, I've tried to imagine what it's going to feel like, but I never imagined that this is how good it's going to be.
Seconds left, you got to get your head out. What are you screaming in your head?
There's a state title on the line, and all I got to do is get my head out. It's really, it's that simple. I remember last year on this exact night, giving an interview on the same night, and I was, crying. I was about as hurt as I could possibly be. So, to finally to be given an interview like this while I'm on top feels it's a lot easier to speak my mind.
Lewis Central's Max Southard's mind's on unbeaten and top-ranked 160-pounder Joel Shapiro from West Des Moines Valley. Now Shapiro with the escape in the second period. The junior adds 2 more with the takedown moments later. The senior Southern, wanting to win this match for his mom battling cancer, just can't get anything going. Joel Shapiro runs his record to 44-0, winning 5-3.
Yeah, I couldn't get my shots going. The whole match was basically on our feet, and I couldn't get it done.
You did all this in honor of your mom. Proud of you.
Yeah, she sure is. I just wish I could have won it for her.
The Titans' Max Southard caps a gritty career, finishing second in one of the most prestigious high school events in the nation.
And your 2017 Class 3A 126-pound state champion, McGuire Midkiff, Thomas Jefferson.
The Yellow Jackets' McGuire Midkiff wins his bracket in a match not soon forgotten. You can say that again. Council Bluffs sends 14 guys to the well. 3 come home with medals. Midkiff, a state champ. Mac, a gutsy runner-up. And a guy I'm looking at for next year, Lewis Central's Gabe Kelgard. Time to take it outside and let the sun shine in. How about some boys high school basketball? 8th-ranked Abraham Lincoln closes out its regular season. Here's IWTV student Dylan Hall.
Senior night at Abraham Lincoln, and the Lynx are set to take on rival Heelan. Pick things up in the second quarter. Landon Tornington drives and gets the reverse layup to drop. The senior leads all scorers with 20. AL up 37-26 at the break. On to the fourth. Troy Houghton from the corner knocks down 3 of his 9. Home team rolls 89-72.
We got a week before the next one, so we gotta make some strides in some certain areas, and hopefully we'll be ready to go Friday.
Abraham Lincoln hosts Lewis Central Friday night, February 24th in a Class 4A Sub-State 1 semifinal. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Dylan Hall.
Next in JUCO action, Iowa Western taking on the Northeast Eagles on their home floor. First half, and Donovan Walker cuts to the rim and gets fouled and finishes. The sophomore with 16 points. Second half, Alex Peacock cuts to the rim, spins, and finishes. Alex Peacock with 8 points and 8 boards. The Reavers shoot down the Hawks 86-81. Iowa Western looking to win the Regional 11 championship against Northeast. First half, Destiny Tooks finds the freshman Cameron Ramey with an easy jumper. Coach Vandyhoof and the visitors up 32-28 at the half. Second half, Tooks again finds a slashing Alicia Mountain with 2 of her 12 points. The Reavers win it 59-57.
We've got some really hungry players that want a chance at that. What a great opportunity to be able to play in postseason, and I think we've got some girls that are really fired up for it, so I'm really excited.
The Reavers are Regional 11 champions and bring the playoffs back to Canesville. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Riley Martin.
Next up, our play of the week. Take a guess. Guess who's still alive for state on the other side.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist Jenny Ed Sports Med invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
This portion of the Bluff Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in Southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
The second season's underway in girls high school basketball. Now it's been a rough year so far for St. Albert, but the Saints can make it all better in the playoffs.
It's win or go home for the Saints as they host Underwood in a Class 2 Region 2 quarterfinal. Final seconds of the third. Jordan Blaha beats the buzzer. St. Albert trails 44-40. 50 seconds to go in the game. Saints up by 2. Underwood's Carly Larson and 1. 11 seconds left. Down 1. Bailey White's layup. No! Keegan Blackburn No! No prayers answered for St. Albert as Underwood ends its season 59-57.
Really proud of the girls and their effort tonight. They never gave up. Actually took the lead, late in the game and had a chance to win it, but just wasn't our night.
St. Albert finishes the year with 12 wins, the Saints' fewest since 2014. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Colton Emsweiler. Class 5A regional quarterfinals at Abraham Lincoln. Lynx and Jackets, round 3. TJ's Allison Schubert. Raindrop, drop top. That 3 was cooking like a crock pot. Thomas Jefferson up at the half, 2019. Second half, Claire Jones with a game-high 17 points. Abraham Lincoln knocks off TJ for the 3rd time this season.
Our girls knew that TJ was going to come in and give it their best shot that we've seen all season long, and they did, and we responded to that bell, and I thought we came out and finished strong.
What we talk over and over about is good teams, great teams, are able to overcome those and fight through some of those droughts, and right now we just weren't able to do that.
West Des Moines Valley knocks off AL in the regional semifinals 73-36. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Brandon Taverdi.
The Lewis Central girls are looking for their 17th win in a row. The Titans tip off against Sergeant Bluff Luton in the Sub-State Class 4A semis. Second quarter, McKenna Paulson gets a steal and hustles down the floor, then finds an open Alyssa Pomeranke for the easy deuce. Home side up at the break, 36-25. Things keep rolling in the second half. Maddie Paulson with a laser of a pass finds Megan Whitty for the and one. Junior Megan Holt pours in a career-high 34, and Lewis Central walks away with a 71-36 victory.
I think we're playing really well right now. It's an awfully, it's an awfully good position to be in to have that the game at our place. So that's big for us, and so we think we got a good game plan going into Tuesday.
Up next for the Titans, a date with Lamar's to see who goes to the well. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Joel Devick.
And now it's time for our play of the week. Of course, we're in Des Moines, state wrestling, so go figure. State wrestling. Class 3A 126-pound final. Seconds left in the second tiebreaker. Thomas Jefferson's McGuire Midkiff heads up with 1 second left. Midkiff wins the state championship. The Yellow Jackets' McGuire Midkiff, a heads-up play. Our play of the week. So that wraps things up from here at the Wells Fargo Arena, site of the state wrestling tournament. Now, this trip could not have been possible without the help of all our sponsors. So a very heartfelt thank you. And to shout out to Lewis Central AD Mike Hale. Yo, Mike, you the man. Now remember, as always, to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Aaron Zack. And so for this very special edition of the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.